Morning, fellas. It's a little after 9. We're about 78 in the garage, and looks to be a John Kerry day. During the week, I worked on the fenders. I had both of them off again. I elongated all the holes, the mounting holes, and got it to fit a heck of a lot better. As you can see, the gap right up here, the gap is a little bit bigger. I might just take a coat hanger and just weld it to tighten up the gap to about here, but we'll see. I mean, I can live with that gap. And same on the passenger side. Actually, the passenger side is better, as you can see. And got the header panel on, or the upper valence, or whatever you want to call it, and it fits good here, but it doesn't fit here. And also, I don't know, can you see it? There's something going on right in here. So an aftermarket one, or a new one, was $59, and I got one coming. I figured aftermarket fenders, might as well do an aftermarket header panel or upper valence and see the difference. I'll choose between the two, whichever one fits better, and use that. Nick, Rare Rat, if you want, I'll send you this, or whichever one I decide not to use, because I know you got a couple Camaros down there that you're still got to work on. And but this is the original one, or I should say, this is not the original one to the car. It's to the '67 front clip that the guy put on the car. So, but Nick, if you want, just let me know. Send me you got my personal email address. Just send me an email, let me know, because I'll have a box that I'll be able to ship this in, that the new one comes in. So we'll look at that when that gets here. It's supposed to be here Monday. I also ordered rocker panel skin, and let's see if I can see, you guys can see this. You can see it in the rocker panel. And the more I look at it, the more I don't like how it came out. So we're gonna go and have to sit there, and I'll cut and make a patch panel, but that's another video when I get that in. So dug out the hood hinges. So we'll put the lower valence in today, and the hood, you can see, is right there, and we'll pull that out and get that on. My youngest son's going to come over and give me a hand. I pulled out my box of master body kit bolts for all the exterior, and as you can see, hood hinges, and all these are marked and everything. So really good to have this kit. I mean, it gives you a lot of the bolts. I mean, and they're new. I chased most of the threads on all the mounting hardware as I was putting this together. So yeah, it's I thought it was a good idea just to pick this up. And they aren't that expensive. Yeah, upper bumper brackets. And they even give you, see, the bumper bolts. So, but yeah, everything's in here. What is this? Bumper guard bolts that I don't have. So, got bumper guard bolts. License plate lamp. I got one of those. It's around here somewhere. There it is. So, and they even give you the, where is it? The headlight adjusting. So, yeah. So all in all, it's a good kit, and it's well worth the investment. So, and you end up with a couple extra bolts, so it's a good thing to have. So that's the game plan for today. When Pat gets here, we'll do the lower valence. We'll clean up the hood hinges a little bit, grease them up. We'll get them mounted up, and then we'll dig out the hood and put that on. Now, some of the inner structure of the hood is going to have to get trimmed away because of the air box on the ramjet. As you can see, it sticks up just a little bit. And when we had the hood on before, the cowl induction hood starts up and comes up here. So it's some of the inner structure that we might have to trim away, but we'll get to that when we get the hood on. So that's where we're at today, guys. When it gets all done, I plan on get the hood on and the lower valence. I plan on putting the tires back on it, dropping it back down, getting it out in the driveway, and start sanding some of this E-coat and some of this epoxy primer down. And as you can hear, yeah, with some 220. And then we'll get this thing ready to prime the whole car again in 2K. So, as always, thanks for watching. When I have more, I'll turn this back on. Later. Hey fellas, it's about 11:30 and it's still 78 degrees. And we got a car front end on the car. I haven't got the adjustment post here that keeps the hood up, and you can see this gap here is pretty wide, and this gap here is pretty wide, and we could bring it up just a smidge to the front, and I think that's what we'll end up doing, but I don't know how to adjust to get this out of here. And it's just about equal on both sides, except get a fatter hood, or maybe weld stock along the hood. I don't know, but yeah, I'm happy so far. She's looking like a Camaro again. It's going to go out in the driveway, and we're going to get the DA fired up, and we're going to start hitting the whole car with 220. Is it 220? Hold on. 220. And see where we're at. This is the start of the final phase of body work. The cowl panel's just sitting in here. I just put it in here for effect. See how it looks, but yeah. So that's where I'm at. As always, thanks for watching, and more to come. Later. Hey fellas, got the Camaro outside, hitting it with 180 grit on the DA, and we'll bring her back in. I forgot to tell you, I did order the stops for the front hood. Those will be in the same time with the rocker panel and everything else. So yeah, we're going to be out here just sanding away, so I don't think anybody wants to keep seeing pictures of me sanding on this thing. So there's a lot of sanding, so, and that's all we're doing right now. So when I have more, I'll turn this back on later.